welcome to Lined Musings. It's been a little while. I've just recently come back from my trip to Europe and I bought a whole bunch of stationery and also other bits and pieces, and I thought I'd show you guys. So I've got them all laid out here on the side, and I'm going to try to do my best to do this in the order that I purchased them. So if you can't already tell, our first stop on our Europe trip was London. And Liberty is a very well-known department store that sells luxury goods, but there is a level that has some stationery goods, which my husband pointed out to me. I was too busy looking at bags, but I picked up some of these things. This I'm intending to use on my Happy Mail Pen Pal notebook. And this here is just a beautiful illustration of the Liberty London shop. It's in that mock Tudor architectural style. I think this is the first thing I picked up. I knew I just had to have. It is this really gorgeous brass ruler by this Papier brand. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And I haven't actually seen this in the journaling community before, so it caught me by surprise, and I think it is just the cutest thing ever. It gives me Kiki K vibes actually, but so cute, and I love that it's brass as well. There was also a powdery blue colour, I believe, but this one feels more me. We've got inches on one side and centimetres on the other. I headed to Notting Hill and I thought I'd get this little bookmark. I'll keep it in my Europe travel journal, I think. And we were lucky to have our accommodation be right around the corner from Present and Correct, which wasn't intentional. My husband did the accom and didn't know what stationery shops were where. This was just a happy coincidence, and I popped by and bought a few things. There were these cute little cards that I just couldn't resist getting. I'm not entirely sure what I will use them for, but they were just too cute. There's a little quote on the back, and they are by Present and Correct. I think it's a collab with this brand Scout. This next one here looks to be gift tags and airmail themed, I think. But let's just be honest, I was sold by the little faces, just like the one on this stubby little pencil. It's just too cute. They also had a little section in the back, and it was just full of these single items. And this is their business card, which is pretty cool, I think. I'm not sure why I grabbed two. Maybe that was by mistake, but I'll be using that for ephemera. So in the single ephemera items section, I found these. There are these library due date cards with these sleeves. I don't know, it just feels really nostalgic for me, and it's got a sticky backing so I can stick it on whatever I please, preferably somewhere in the front of a notebook, which would be very fitting, but maybe not an A6 Sobonichi, as it is a little too big. I also visited a couple Moomin shops, the one in Camden Market and also one in Covent Garden. I'll be keeping this packaging for ephemera. I'm not sure how I will use it, but it is too cute not to keep. I got this passport holder. I think Abby C in this community has one of these. And I also got a couple of these little charms, I guess. Is that what we call them? I'm not sure, but they are quite cute. And I'll be clipping one of these on my Travelers Airlines edition, which I brought with me throughout this trip. And I guess you can use this for Traveler's Notebook passport inserts or an actual passport. I'll just show you mine, but gonna be careful not to show you my passport number and ID and all that jazz. Yeah, as you would expect, it fits a regular size passport, and that is probably what I'm going to be using this for. But for the sake of this video, I will show you a couple traveler's notebooks in here. So just give me a second. I am going to pull out a couple notebooks from my Traveler's Train edition, which in hindsight I really should have brought on this trip because we were on trains quite a bit, and I did stamp them with some partner shop stamps. Ignore that date, it is wrong. I made a mistake, but I did get the other two right. I think yeah, there's Stilo and Style, and I also got Louis Vuitton. Yeah, so I've enjoyed stamping these, and I'll just be collecting them as I travel. But let's get on with it. I'm going to pop this one inside this passport holder, and that fits in perfectly. What I'm going to do next is pop a second one on the left hand side. There's plenty of room, so I don't see there being any issues with slipping this one in. And let's just have a look. Not too bulky either, so it works really well with traveler's notebook inserts in the passport size. Just give me a moment while I adjust the blinds. Okay, sorry about that. It is getting darker here in Melbourne. So as I was saying, this all fits in quite well, as one would expect. Okay, moving on to the next item. I don't know which one. Maybe this one. Yeah. I randomly found a Delphonics shop in the Louvre, and I picked up this little pencil case which is Paris themed. As you can tell with the Eiffel Tower, I am not sure what I'll be using it for, but it has quite a bit of space for a little pencil case. Yeah, it was just a surprise to me to find Delphonics in Paris. I didn't expect it, and I just thought I had to pick up something, being as stationery obsessed as I am. It did also come in pink, but I thought the blue was nicer. Okay, next up, we went to Amsterdam. And this is where I got my first Travelers Company partner shop stamp in Europe. This is Misk Store, and I absolutely love their business card. The shop was absolutely beautiful. I will probably do a video on all the shops that I visited in Europe, so keep an eye out for that. So I picked up these 3 incense matches, or fragrance matches, in the scents geranium, hinoki, and tea tree. And this is a collaboration between Hibby and Travelers Company. I just thought the packaging was too cute to resist, and I haven't seen these in Melbourne before, and I actually did use them throughout the trip. I also just picked up this MT tape. It has some astrology signs and some other star, what do you call them? Constellations? Anyway, it was in this neutral shade, and you know how much I love a neutral. And the lady that served me was so lovely. She just let me go absolutely crazy with the partner shop stamp. So that was fun. What else did I pick up? I got one of these pins. It's just got a really cute illustration of the buildings in Amsterdam and also the quintessential bicycle. Just a cute pin I'll be popping on one of my stationery pouches. And next up, of course, you can't visit Amsterdam without picking up some Miffy bits and pieces. And I got these from a random shop called Hemmer. It's like the Dutch Miniso. Anyway, these are some really cute stickers. I'm going to open them up. I haven't actually seen the inside, but I'm going to assume it's quite cute. Just going to try to peel this off carefully so that I can use it as ephemera. I'll just do a quick flip. In frame would be good. But yeah, I guess you guys get the gist of these stickers. They're super cute. I don't know when I'll be using them, but they'll have their time and place. And this here is a stamp set. This was actually one of the first things I saw. I was potentially going to skip buying the Miffy things at Hema, but I saw this and I thought, no, I need to buy this. And I ended up picking up all these other pieces as well. Okay, I was being too careful and that took way too long. But here we are. And surprise, surprise, they're cute. It also comes with this stamp pad, which is great. But yeah, I'm loving the size of these, and there's a really good mix. And just look at this guy, he is so cute. And we even have some stationery, just a bunch of pens, a little birthday cake. Yeah, a good variety of stamps. I am slowly accumulating a lot of these little stamp boxes, and they do take up quite a bit of room because I put my stamps usually in this acrylic case. But yeah, I'll have to figure out how I want to store these. And I got some of these embroidery patches, and I was thinking maybe I would stick this on my navy Hobonichi cover. Yeah, still undecided, but either way it's super cute and I'll find a way to use them, I am sure. I also picked up this pencil case. It has this little Miffy on the zipper and 3 Miffys on the front. And when I saw the inside, I was absolutely sold. It is this cute sage green with a whole bunch of Miffy heads. Like, I'm not going to say no to that. I don't even remember how much these all cost, but I remember them being relatively affordable. And at the same time, I was rushing, so I wish I had a bit more time, but these are the things I managed to pick up. This is a dispenser full of washi tape, so I'll just cut this carefully so I can keep it as ephemera. And that's what they look like. There's 5 rolls and they're all quite different. And it has these teeth here so that you can rip the washi off. I could try to demonstrate, but I feel like it might take too long and be too hard. It doesn't feel like the most high quality dispenser, but it's fine. And while we're in the Miffy section, I did pick up a few non-stationery related things. This Miffy souvenir plushie. It's just got all these quintessential Amsterdam illustrations on it, and I just thought it was so cute and would be a great Amsterdam souvenir. I actually found it on my first day in Amsterdam but couldn't find it again, so I was glad to have found it on the last day. And also I got this magnet of the classic Dutch wooden clogs. And following Amsterdam, we went to Germany. So we went to Berlin specifically, and I dropped by Louis-Bahn. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. I actually went there 2 times. The first time I bought a whole bunch of stationery, and I'll just take you through that now. And anything that has been taped up, I actually didn't open while in Europe, so this is my first time seeing the items as well. You can't see this pile on my left hand side, but it is growing. So I got some more of these little cards. I think they're also by Scout. They look like they are. But it just says Louis-Bahn on the back, and it tells you what the currywurst is. And these were delicious. If you're in Berlin, I highly recommend giving it a try. And then here I also got a card with the TV tower on it. Again, I think I just really fell for that little happy face. And this one here is just a picture of the train in Alexanderplatz. And I really like on the back how it has this explanation of what the illustration is and just some little facts. And this Louis Vuitton store, they also had these traveler's notebook inserts. So I picked up 3 of these Tomorrow River passport inserts, just regular Tomorrow River paper, similar to the traveler's notebook ones. And I'm going to assume it's exactly the same size. And I also picked up this regular size one, and this is their actual paper. I believe that's what house papier means. Yeah, I'm guessing that is their own paper. And this was in the discount pile, like a little shoebox in the corner, and it was really affordable. Yeah, it was only £4. Yeah, no, €4. A simple design, and I think I'll get a lot of use out of that. Okay, so I said I went twice. The second time I picked up this. I couldn't not buy a German pen while in Germany, so I decided to go with the Kaweco. I had actually planned to buy a Pelikan M600, but they were really expensive. And when I say expensive, I mean it was more expensive than the Australian prices. So I settled on this one, which again wasn't exactly cheaper than the Australian prices. It was the same. I was naively thinking that it would be cheaper because it's made in Germany and there's no middleman getting it to Australia, etc. But I am wrong. So anyway, this is the Kaweco Hickory pen, and I got it in the fine nib. Just thought it was a really beautiful, kind of like a tortoiseshell feel to it, and I did really like this when it came out. I just missed the boat in Australia, but there was one in stock at Louis Vuitton, so I picked it up, and now I have this in my collection. And it's just really nice to have a souvenir from Germany in the form of a fountain pen. And the difference between this pen and the regular sport pens is that the clip just comes with the pen. It's not a separate item. And also when posted, it is a little bit shorter than the regular sport. I have already reserved a spot for this pen in my steel nibs fountain pen case. So I'll just pop that in, and I guess you'll get a sneak peek into my current collection. If I bring this olive one down, I think you'll see that they're about the same size when the cap is on. So that is my current collection of Twisbys and Kawecos. Really happy with that purchase, and I have no regrets not getting that overly expensive Pelikan M600. Okay, and what else did I get from Berlin? There were a few stationery shops, and I picked up a few bits and pieces, so let's go through that now. This is from RSVP, which happened to be really close to the restaurant that we were going to that night. So I popped by, and I loved this shop. It was really small, but very carefully curated. They had so much amazing stuff, but I could only pick up these small pieces. So got these 2 MT washi tapes. I haven't seen these before, so happy to have them in my collection, and also a couple little, I think they're post-its. Yeah, I thought these might be really cool to collage with or write notes to friends in. So yeah, Just a handful of small purchases, but still glad I was able to buy something small from that stationery shop. We also dropped by Munich. It was just for one day, and I passed by a stationery shop, picked up this little stamp, and I just thought that would be really nice to symbolize the train ride through the Alps that we were taking the following day. I also picked up a really nice card from this shop as well. It's all handmade, hand stamped, and it's just this one here. I'll take it out so you can see it a bit more clearly. I pretty much asked the sales assistant which card would resemble Munich most, and she said this one definitely, so I picked it up and it will live with my postcard collection. So yeah, I got this pine tree stamp and that card from Munich at a shop called Papierladen Carta Pura. And another shop I visited in Munich is called Noali and Stories. And I saw this one by chance in the Traveler's Notebook Instagram post because they were doing a little event for the Tokyo edition release. And I grabbed these two items. This one is an empty washi for kids. I just thought I could use some of these blocks in my travel journal when I get round to that. And I also got this bicycle stamp. To be fair, I didn't need this one, but I'm sure I'll be able to use it at some point. I think it's just one of those things when you're on holidays and you want souvenirs or memories from places and you just kind of pick up whatever. That's probably what happened to me there. Excuse me while I go fix up these blinds again. Okay, next up is Venice. Yes, actually this is not the right order, but we're here now. This is from Manufactus in Italy, Venice. Just checking if there's anything else I might have missed in there. Nope. I just got myself this leather pen pouch, pen roll case. Is that what we call it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's called a pen roll. So I'll just open this up. It's such a beautiful Italian leather and it smells divine. Yeah, I'll just show you. It has 4 pen slots. I'm not sure what I'm going to use this for, but I think I might use it for my platinum pens because I do have 3. And I might try to get a 4th platinum 3776. I don't even know if it would actually fit, but we'll give it a go. That's actually quite good. Yeah, so I have the Laurel Green is Koi Cellulite, that's the word, Cellulite pen. And of course I have my Ishigaki or Kaweco Cellulite 3776 pen as well. If I were to add a 4th one, it would be the tortoiseshell, I'm pretty sure. I have seen it around and I am tempted, but I did just get that Kaweco Hickory brown pen, and that'll do me for now in the brown pen range. So those 3 pens fit, and the 4th pen, I don't see there being any issues with that fitting. The flap is a little wrinkled, but that'll be fine. It'll just train itself. It is leather. Yeah, this is kind of what it looks like with 3 pens rolled up, still very compact. I love that it's embossed with Manufactus on there and that it is made in Italy. Okay, and last but not least, we have Italy, Rome, I think. Yeah, I think it's just Rome. I don't think I got anything from Florence. This here is just a really cheap calendar I found, but I really liked the illustrations and the watercolor work on these images. So I thought I could buy this and I could cut these out and add them to my travel journal for all those places that we did visit while in Rome. That's so lovely. I wish there was one of these for each of the cities that we visited. But it just looks like I'm going to have a few more pages for Rome in my travel notebook so I can fit these in. I did visit Stilo and Style, which is one of the Travelers Company partner shops, and they had this little bag which I hadn't seen before, and it was really cheap. I think it was €4, something like that. And I believe the lady said it's from 2021. And I picked up this Hobonichi date sticker set, and they also had one of these and this as well, which is not one I have in my collection, so I was able to bring that home without it being too overly wrinkled and be able to add it to my collection of Traveller's Times. I'm also really chuffed that it is in English. Some of the ones I have is in Japanese. Okay, so that was the stationery segment. Next up is a whole bunch of other stuff I bought that you might be interested in. Now, we won't go through all of this, and stay tuned for the very end as well, because I did buy a Louis Vuitton item that the journaling community is quite fond of. But first, I want to show you some of these items I got in Paris from this beautiful shop called Officine Universal Bully. I probably butchered that, but yes, I got a few items from there, and I just wanted to show you this. She personalized the sticker on the box with my name and the fragrance that I purchased. And that was with a calligraphy pen as well. Just trying to open this up ever so carefully so that I can use it as ephemera. Just really want to show you the bottle, because I feel like people in this community would really appreciate it. I just think it's so beautiful and it just looks so classic, and it's, I guess, kind of different to what we see today. And I think that is because they've kept elements of the design from the 1800s. They also gave me some freebies, so this is one of them. It's like a hand balm, and I got some little body oil sachets as well. I'll just show you this one here. I think the lady said in the store that this is one of their best sellers. Just a cute little tube. And this is one of the items I saw as I entered the shop, and I knew I had to get it. It is just this home fragrance, and I chose Peter Mateos. I'm not sure if I have pronounced that correctly, but it is a bergamot and rosewood scent, which is just really refreshing and beautiful. And I got it in this set, which comes with a little porcelain box and a stone diffuser. And if I recall correctly, in the store you could choose from 3 different designs of the box. It's just 3 different images of Parisian women. I also just really love this packaging, this box that it came in. I think it just looks so classic and I love it. The last item that I got from Officine Universal Bully is this comb. And it comes in this sweet little pouch. And I got the Fair Friend comb, which is actually for coarse and frizzy hair. I have long, dark, thick hair, but what I really wanted was just something that was portable and small enough to carry around. I was also lucky enough to get it monogrammed. The lady said that usually you'd have to wait until the following day to pick it up, but I was leaving Paris the next day, so she offered to get it monogrammed. So I'm really grateful for that. And I ended up carrying it around for the rest of our Europe trip and just using it as an on-the-go comb. These next 2 items are from Officina Profumo Farmaceutica Santa Maria Novella. Yeah, that was a mouthful. So I got this hand cream, it's actually a cuticle cream, and I just thought the packaging was really cute. Originally I was going to get a perfume, but there was just too many options and I didn't have enough time, and they were relatively expensive. I also got this little tin of mints, and I just thought it was a really pretty tin, so I got it, and it was really cheap, and I can just keep it as a souvenir, or when it's finished, maybe pop in some watercolor pans in there. Perhaps 4 pans of colours that remind me of Italy, or something like that. Another little tin I got. This one is from Rome. I picked it up in a cafe near Stilo and Style. I just thought the tin was really cute. Okay, I have some other items here, but I'm just gonna go straight to the designer goods because I don't want this video to be too long. I picked this one up in Rome. It was impulsive, but I have wanted this for a while. So impulsive but not impulsive. It is just a card holder by Saint Laurent, and I was able to get the VAT tax-free whole situation with this, so it ended up being a lot cheaper than what I can get it for in Australia. And last but not least, we have a Louis Vuitton item. Again, this is one I have wanted for a while. I always allow enough time to mull over designer goods because they are expensive, and I'm sure you've already guessed what this one is based on my thumbnail, but I did get the Louis Vuitton medium agenda. Once I knew I was going to go to Europe, I held off on getting this item. I was going to get it secondhand, but I thought it would actually be really nice to get this in Paris as a souvenir from our big Europe trip. And so I picked this up from Galeries Lafayette in Paris. I'll just put this box away, and well, there's not really too much to show with this agenda, and I'm sure you've all seen this before, but it is the medium size, which holds personal size inserts. I'll just grab some inserts from my plotter Bible size notebook. I'll just grab it. It is just a regular personal size. It does look like it could fit the personal wide, but the internet says it can't. So I'm going to trust Google, but I just want to grab some of these inserts, pop it in so we can get a feel for how it looks. Okay, that's it. So it looks like there's a bit of room on the right here, but I think if you close it, it wouldn't really allow for a personal wide. And my plan for this one is to upgrade my reference planner from pocket size to personal size, because I feel like it would just be able to hold more information, which seems quite logical. So that's the plan. That is pretty much everything that I purchased, or anything worth really mentioning. Thank you for sticking around this long. If you did make it to the end of this video, I hope you enjoyed seeing both my stationery and non-stationery items that I purchased from my recent Europe trip. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps out my channel, and subscribe if you would like to see more stationery and journaling and planning content. I do plan to upload a video with clips of all the stationery shops that I visited while in Europe, so look out for that one. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!